Welcome. Today on Pointless TV, we'll be interviewing a chemist that I found on the streets, whom I trust with my whole life. His name is Ray Zins.
Morning! Let's cut straight to the point. I want to see things blow up. Okay, let's talk about chemical reactions. Why aren't you clapping?
Moving on then. What is a chemical reaction?
Chemical reaction is a process that involves changes in the structure and energy content of atoms, molecules, or ions, but not their nuclei. Heat, radiation, and/or chemicals may cause bonds to be formed or broken when a chemical reaction occurs.
Fascinating. I'm listening, I promise.
Isn't it? Chemical reactions can be organized into 4 categories: synthesis, analysis, substitution, and combustion. Synthesis is the simplest out of all the chemical reactions. It happens when 2 or more molecules combine into a new molecule. Analysis is the opposite of synthesis. It is otherwise known as chemical decomposition. This occurs when molecules break down into its parts. Substitution happens when more reactive atom releases a part of another molecule and takes its place. Combustion occurs when combustible material and an oxidizer react to form an oxidized product.
So are you gonna blow stuff up or am I gonna blow you up?
More thing, it is catalysts that keep chemicals from bonding everywhere continuously. Catalysts are enzymes that may undergo a chemical change without themselves experiencing a chemical change. Luckily for my face, we will be doing some experiments now. Much evidence exists that chemical reactions occur on Earth. Gas production, temperature change, precipitate formation, color change, and digestive processes are all examples of chemical changes. When 2 reactants combine, gas production informs you that elements have chemically bonded. A way to see this is to place a balloon on top of a container holding 2 reactive chemicals. As the chemicals react with each other, the balloon will fill up with gas. And is that explosive enough for you?
Are you a guy or a woman?
Hey! When 2 reactants with compatible temperatures produce or lose heat, it indicates a chemical reaction through temperature change. However, temperature change does not always signify a chemical reaction. 2 liquid reactants form a solid product. It is a chemical reaction shown by precipitate formation. A color change usually occurs when the pH of a solution changes. A pH is a potential of hydrogen. Just like temperature change, not all color changes mean a chemical change is occurring. Most chemical digestion in the body occurs in the small intestine, where food mixes with digestive juices that are made in the small intestine, liver, and pancreas.
Oh, it all makes sense now. Reactants yield products. An exothermic reaction can go on by itself after the activation energy is put into it. An endothermic reaction requires a constant input of energy to progress. All categories mentioned fall into these 2 classifications.
How'd you know all that?
I am your father.